Hey everyone, it's Andrea Garvey, and I just wanted to go over another layer with you guys today on my newest painting, the Winged Heart. It's one of the paintings I'm doing in my Bird of Humanity series. I posted earlier a time lapse of using paint pens, so I just want to recap that pretty quickly for you guys. What I like to do when I get to a point where I'm really starting to actually like how this looks, and at some point you could even say, well, why don't I just leave it abstract? I do have an idea in mind what I want to do, so I'm going to continue on, but I do actually kind of like the way this is going. I might have regrets later, but that's part of the job, I guess. So what I did yesterday was I did a bunch of paint pen marks, and I'll post about the pens later on social media, but I just wanted to show you, it's just real easy. I just sit down, I have it on a table, I have a cup of tea, and I just start making some random marks all over. To me, it just gives it a little bit of an extra depth and some details that are interesting. So some of my favorites, and my actual favorite paint pen right now is the Posca, and hopefully this is not backwards like my original ones, but I find the Posca, they have a really nice, what do you call it, like the nubs, it's a good size. I'm just doing a little bit of a green right here so you can hopefully see that. And it comes in some really beautiful colors. Here's another one. Whoopsie. I used to have a issue with paint pens. I sort of thought they weren't like really painting, but they are. They're acrylic paints. They're in these pens and they're great to use. My tried and true one is the Sharpie, and you can get these anywhere. You can get them at your local art store. You can get them probably on Amazon, even Staples maybe. But the Sharpie, the paint pens are great. I use these when I used to art journal, and I still art journal, but I used to do that a lot with my pages. And so I like giving it some detail. So this next layer is making me a tiny bit nervous because I'm actually going to start the image. And this one today is putting some more words on top. So I wanted to show you my sketch. I think I showed this earlier in one of the other videos. Sorry about that. So this is the one I'm going with. It has the heart, and the wings are wrapped around the heart. And back here are some scribble lines, and those scribble lines are what I want to do my words with. And I'm not going to do the exact same Cherokee prophecy that I did on my original one. I'm going to do words that remind me of what the heart and the wing represent. So I just took some scrap paper this morning on the back of my DHL thing, but hey, it's handy. And I just wrote some words that the winged heart reminded me of. And so, you know, it's a symbol of optimism and joy. It's about the freedom to rise. I also have that it represents self-love, truth, freedom, light. It's a spiritual awakening. And then there's a quote from Rumi that I love that I'm going to put on here too. Only from the heart can you touch the sky. So I thought that would be perfect words. And my idea today is to put them on this layer, and then I'm going to be painting over it again. So not all the words are going to show up. And so if you want to follow along, I'm just going to grab a brush. If I had chalk, I actually think this is just a pastel, I think. I wanted to use chalk, but of course I can't find it when I want to do this video. So I sort of look at the whole canvas and I think, okay, how big do I want my words to be? How much room do they want to take up? I know I'm going to have a heart here, and I know I'm going to have my two wings coming down. So if I can have some of these words show through and some of them not, that's totally fine. So I just want to put some words down. So I'm going to use this to kind of give me a little scribble of how I want the shape of the words to take up. I can always wipe this off later. So I'm going to just start painting in my words. And I haven't really thought actually too much about how they're all gonna look. So we'll see. It will be a journey together. And I'm just gonna really do this pretty loose. So right now, I'm gonna move this, actually, I'm gonna do that. Right now, I am thinking about the title or what this is, and it's a winged heart. Hopefully this is coming through. I'm gonna use a little thicker. And some of these words, you know, you might be thinking like, why the heck are you doing all these words on top of it? It's just because I know I want some of my letters to show up. I actually don't know which letters I'm gonna have show up. So, you know, freedom to rise is a really important one for me. That's what the bird of humanity represents anyway. So I'm gonna add that too here. We're so privileged to live in a society where we do have the freedom. Another thing to note too is when I was working on this painting, I didn't know which direction it was going to go in. And I only thought about it this morning. There were two reasons why I wanted it to be the blue on top and the pinks on the bottom. The blue on top to me represents the sky and that you're, you know, flying. And then I really liked the heart. I don't know if you can see that, the heart here. I have a few other hearts on the piece, but I really liked that one. So I wanted you to be able to see that. I wanted to be able to see that. So I just have some more. I got cherish. The journey. And as I'm even doing this, I'm thinking, oh my goodness, I really like some of these things that I had underneath, but you know, part of the art is going for it and taking that step outside the comfort zone. Comfort zone would be, I really like the way it is, let's just leave it. Putting words on top of a painting is like, ooh, that's a pretty big deal. When I did the words on the very first layer, I knew that they were all going to be covered up. So it becomes a little bit more nerve-wracking. So I have winged heart, freedom to rise, cherish the journey. And I think what I'm going to do is either put in some of these individual words or only from the heart can you touch the sky. I think I'm going to put in that quote there because it would feel like it takes up the same amount of space that this is taking up right here. And I know I already have truth and a lot of these words on my very first layer, so I'm just going to add. Oopsie, I already screwed up, but that's okay. We're going to do this one too. I'm going to do spiritual awakening, which is awesome. I feel like every day I'm on a spiritual awakening. So maybe that was meant to be in here. I've always liked lettering ever since I was a kid. I just think sometimes the letters themselves they're like, you know, shapes and lines, and but they're pretty. So I got spiritual awakening, and I think I'll still have room for my little Rumi quote, but I think I want to still keep this balanced. I have a graphic design background, and I did that for a long, long time. So I'm always still thinking about my composition and having things balanced and equal. So I'm gonna probably switch brushes and maybe I'll have to go with a smaller brush. Okay, I got one here for a little bit more. And tomorrow I'm hoping to I will for sure actually. I need to get it done. But tomorrow I'm gonna put in the wings and the heart. Spiritual awakening. Okay, so this is a quote from Rumi. Only from I'm not loving this brush. And you may not be able to read all of the letters very clearly, but that's okay too. Like later on, I might go back in and put more whites in some of... I really don't like this brush at all, so I'm switching that. Anyway, you can go back in and darken some areas. Well, put more white in. Can you? Okay, only from the heart. Oh, I completely screwed up. See, this is what happens when, hi guys, this is what happens when you talk and do a video. I forgot the word heart. So let's see, how do I want to fix that? So only from the blank, can you touch the sky? That's a little problematic. I think crap, let's see. I don't even know how I could fix that right now. I'm gonna at least get Rumi in there. I'm gonna have to come up with I think I have an idea. Okay, I got a solution. All right, so I'm putting Rumi. I wanna make sure he gets credit. Love you, Rumi, he's awesome. Oh, you know what? This, I know, Karen, I was gonna think the same thing. I'm gonna draw a heart. Oh my God, great minds think alike. But I wanted to show you, this is one of my little Rumi quotes that I have on my easel. As you start to walk out on the way appears. I love this. So I always have that up on my easel. That's so funny that you thought that, Karen. That's such a good idea. So I'm gonna put a heart shape. Too bad it didn't work its way to that heart there, but that's okay. So I'm gonna get another color and block in a heart. And then again, like the whole thing could be covered up tomorrow, so I'm not gonna stress too much about it, but that's what happens when you're yipping yapping. And only from the heart. I could put it here or there. Okay, you guys watching? Do I put it in the blue or do I put it in the pink? I'll wait for you guys to let me know. I'm not too sure. So I'm thinking tomorrow, how much of this am I even gonna see? So I might go over these letters and just get them to be a little bit bold. And I'm just using a thicker paint here. I don't like that brush either. What the heck? Okay, oh, pink. Yeah, okay. All right, pink. Right here. Thank you. All right, I gotta get the right color. Let's see. I'm gonna use a little bit of my Nova colors that I love. So I'm putting my heart here. And somehow this will all get incorporated. Into the painting, whether that stays there or not, whether you see any of these letters or not. Left side, right? I think that is the left side, yeah. And so what I'm gonna do after I'm done shooting the video so I can actually concentrate is I'm gonna go back over these letters in thicker paint and leave them in there, and it might futz around with a little bit more. And then tomorrow I will draw in my heart, draw in my wings, and again, similar to this right here, where you can see some of these letters. And some of these letters may show through and some of them may not. And it's the story that's there on the canvas, and it's what those words and the poem, what it all means to me. So anyway, well, thanks for watching. Thanks for your feedback, and I'll see you soon. Bye.